Hello, very good morning. This is Breakfast with Dan Walker and Louise Minchin.
Let's start with our main story then. Gary Oldman has told his 99-year-old mum to put the kettle on because he was bringing the Oscar home.
Frances McDormand was named Best Actress. The Best Film Prize went to The Shape of Water. As they all go to a party, our arts correspondent Rebecca Jones is on the red carpet at the Vanity Fair party for us this morning, where I've seen a sort of queues of A-listers.
My favourite bit actually was during the Oscars was if to try and make sure that the ceremony didn't overrun, organisers offered a prize of a jet ski.
Just tell us who are the winners and the losers and why is it significant?
But it might
might be sooner. It could be the clay court season, but it's pretty punishing, isn't it, on the body? And
put out a pretty robust defence of their.
They have indeed, and he's not been found guilty.
They go to the Oscars, and so many of them come to this party, don't they?
An unsurprising night until we got to the Best Picture Award for Shape of Water this morning. Thank you very much for that. And that's Damien Collins, who's the MP who chaired that committee of MPs.
I love that, extracting promises as well, Rebecca. Thank you very much for that.
Sorry, booted something, and I think I might have broken something of yours.
Is it because you're nervous about maths?
Well, I've got my numbers wrong this morning already. There's growing evidence that there's more anxiety about maths than other subjects. And despite efforts to tackle it, it's not getting any better.
But as we know, when Andy Murray returns, I'm sure we will see those two switch places again. But who knows when Murray will be back? He thinks he'll be back sooner than expected. Steve
Cram, morning to you. Tell us a little bit about what you thought of him and when you first were aware of Roger Bannister. This question, we've been talking about these allegations with regard to British cycling today. Do you want to make a response to that at all? Morning.
Let's find out what's happening with the morning's weather. Carol has it for us. A very different picture behind you, Carol, to what we were used to seeing last week.
Well, I'll come to Everest in just a moment, but just briefly, Victoria, I'd love to ask you if you've got anything to say about these allegations today about cycling. I mean, the most amazing mountain seen behind us. Why would you want to go and climb Everest?
From base camp.
You've got to come back for the royal wedding as well, haven't you? You got an invite yet?
Listen,
it was just
caught in the spokes. Carnage.
We'll be following Zoe. Sport Relief takes place from Saturday the 17th.
For the entire UK, how's she going to get on, Carol? And nowhere near as bad as last week is, I suppose, the broad picture.
A little bit earlier, I know you were watching. We set but in case you didn't see it, let's just repeat the question again.
But you can understand, can't you, why some people might see that this morning and might even attempt it, because there is a bit of a fear.
In some way, because you could just get it right or wrong, but at least if your teacher can see your workings out, then they can say, right, well, actually, you're on the right track.
You can't say, OK, you've got 5, but that's OK to get 5, because and it's not like history or English, where you can actually argue virtually every point of view from in your conclusion.
Does it help if your parents sort of, perhaps change their attitude?
Today, we shall see you tomorrow morning from 6.
Now on BBC One, it's time for Murder, Mystery and My Family.